Alright guys, so we're gonna lock in here with the modern women are doomed by this new anti-paternity fraud law approval. A lot of this has been just flowing around the last couple months. I don't know how truthful it is. We're gonna see. Let's jump in.
People are, and I am someone that has
Yo,
a really hard time asking
you
for help. But I am so desperate.
You are. You are.
Y'all bashing me about having 7 kids and looking for somebody to help take care of them. What is the issue? As a single woman, am I supposed to just give up on life and not want to find a man that's going to help me and my kids?
What?
That's crazy.
We got a paternity test on our 5-year-old daughter and it came back negative, and now he wants a divorce.
If you falsely accuse a man of being your baby's daddy, it's called parentage fraud, and it's no joke.
For those of you who are in Tennessee, guess what? House Bill 2689 is getting ready to pass. That is requiring paternity tests before you sign the birth certificate.
Good.
Because, you know, when people do paternity tests, 1/3 of the time, they end up not being the father. And if they start testing everybody, that number can only go up, not down. They're actually starting to jail time the ladies for maternity fraud because it is such a rampant crime.
That's crazy, man.
And yes, it's a crime.
Hallelujah.
That's crazy.
This needs to go nationwide. But at least it's the first step. Progress, not perfection. But in the meantime, I advise any male that I know to get yourself a DNA kit and swab that child's mouth.
Yep.
Because you'd be surprised.
You have to do it.
Just how many of those kids belong to another man.
I bought a Chanel bag with my child support money and everybody is upset. Child support is reimbursement for the money that I already waste on my kids. So me buying a Chanel bag, it evens out. I am not going to be saving my child support money for college. What if they don't even go to college? I'm not going to make them go to college if they don't want to. So I'm going to be saving all that money for what? We are living in the moment. Tomorrow is not promised. So we're going to have fun with that money. Well, I'm going to have fun with that money.
A few moments later.
Man.
Child support court update. So I had court again today because a new judge was assigned to the case. If you don't know, I get $3,700 of child support every month, and I use it on myself. I don't use it on my kids. The old judge that was assigned to our case was okay with me spending, the child support on myself because he clearly said it was just reimbursement for what I have been spending on my children. But the judge today was not having none of that shit, and she completely took me off of child support.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
There we go.
So Trump passed the law.
There we go. So the culture is changing, guys. And this is only the surface, right? We want to go deep into this. We want to become a culture where the men's hard work is respected to the point that we don't even have child support. The child support system is only for men. I believe men that leave their family because of their own nefarious acts. Only if the man leave their family because of his own nefarious act, meaning abandonment. That's it. Outside of that, if a woman leaves the family, she don't get no child support. She doesn't get anything. Actually, it should be the opposite. You live in the family, you wrote the contract, you should have, you want to leave, no problem. You have to pay now 50% of all your income towards your family you left. And let's do both ways. Both ways. Doesn't matter, you earn more or less. You left your family, you should pay alimony, I guess. You'll see how this thing ends.
Whoever pays child support get to file that child on the taxes. Pardon me?
Just to be told, I've got nothing in the will, nothing, and he was worth £33 million.
My baby daddy quit his job as an electrician where he was making over 6 figures a year to work a minimum wage job at a fast food place just so he wouldn't have to pay me $3,000 a month in child support.
What's up with this new tax rule that Trump wants to implement? This idea that hey, look, daddy boys, if you pay that child support for your own children, you get to write that off. And whoever is, the primary caretaker, i.e. single moms, you've got to foot the bill and you get no benefit.
I bet you more than half of fathers who are separated from their baby mamas do not have 50-50 custody because of the mother, because of the selfishness of the mother.
Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now.
So today is Friday and I got my child support check and I don't know what to spend it on. I'm gonna go leave my kids at their grandmother's house.
Wow.
And I'm probably gonna go out drinking with my husband, go out and gamble a little bit.
Wow.
Maybe go shopping. The kids don't need anything because I provide everything for them. So I might just go ahead and splurge on myself with my little child support check.
I see that there's a rumor going around on social media that Trump has signed a bill saying he was going to do away with child support. And if anybody is on child support and they pay child support, the other parent that has full custody of that child will not be able to claim them on their taxes. Well, this.
When I left my husband, I was only making like $16 an hour. And so that was not enough. And so I got myself into a lot of credit card debt because I moved into an apartment that I couldn't really afford, but I thought that someone else was going to be living with me in it. So
basically, the guy that she just left her husband, right? That guy said, "No, I'm not doing this for you. You were just a pump and dump situation. You're gonna take care of the apartment yourself."
The ex?
No. Okay, so right after I got divorced, I got into a situation.
There we go.
With somebody I knew from work.
There we go.
And
how quickly after the divorce?
Well, like immediately. It was like a rebound, right? I guess is what they would call it.
Yeah. No, you already had those eyes on that guy. Come on.
Hey.
And
like
we worked
the
together.
day after?
Maybe. Sort of. Yes.
Okay.
So I knew him, right? We worked together. That's how we met.
Well, wait, how long were you married?
Almost 5 years.
Oh my God.
Did you guys ever have any kids?
Yes.
And you got with this person a day after?
Yes, but see what I thought he was like the love of my life.
Oh my God.
A day after.
This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. This is what the monkey branches, right? She just thought that this guy in work probably was a more than Kevin or Ken kind of type of guy. You know, lady, you just literally just left a family for him. You think he was going to simply just take you? The guys that do that are actually cucks. We don't even respect them. He can tell that. And he probably felt some kind of guilt afterwards.
Of course, okay.
Yes.
Tell me, man.
So did y'all hear that Trump is supposed to be putting into action where if
into
the
law, not into
father
action.
of a child pays child support, then he can claim the child on the income taxes? I saw that story all over.
Problem with child support is that it's calculated based on how much money both of the parents make. The more money dad makes, the more he pays, but the more money that mom makes, the less she gets. This absolutely incentivizes people not to be successful, which is not making the world a better place. It's making the world a worse place, especially for the children involved. This system does not take into any account the actual needs of the child. It only punishes parents for trying to be successful.
Look what just came into the mail. Look at this. Child support money. Let's see how much we got. Oh, God. We're about to get paid. Let's see how much.
Crazy.
I didn't get squat. Right here. 0. The fuck am I gonna do with $0?
There's some people about to be real mad about the world. But let me tell you this.
Oh man, don't be so trashy.
One thing that need to be addressed is child support laws.
I'm divorced. I thought I'd be happier, except the judge set the child support amount at $326 a month.
I mean, the guy got a very good lawyer. Probably, here's the thing, guys. She looks like a person. I'm not saying she probably was, but she looked like a person that hanging out with a lot of female friends. They told her, hey, your husband make X amount of money. You know you can get a very huge chunk of money if you get a divorce. Probably ex-husband picked out on that somehow through the last year before the divorce. He just started stacking up, prepare himself for battle. When things happen, she didn't expect none of this. Remember, I have a theory that goes like this. If your women present you with divorce and you didn't expect it, she was thinking about this divorce for more than a year. She planned it all, and she knew how to pretend to be a wife. And that way, when divorce happened, you were never ready for it. This right here is a good example of what happened when you prepare yourself in situations like this. This right here.
$126 a month for 2 kids for child support is what he has to pay me. $326 a month. Because he's not working. Because he chooses not to. I was able to cross-examine him, which was fun. And I asked him how many hours a week he spends working. Or trying to sell houses, because technically he still has a real estate license, so technically he's still a realtor. He said 15 hours a week, approximately, is how many hours he works per week. Grown man. Grown, able-bodied man with
because he says 40, you're
and
done.
no childcare to worry about. Says he works 15 hours a week.
In 2024, there have been various changes to child support laws in California.
Y'all, it's tax season and there's about to be some pissed off people. So basically, the new law is saying that if you are the one paying the child support, if you pay child support, you get to claim those kids on your taxes. So for the moms out there that are collecting child support, you don't get to claim your kids on your taxes.
I'm making bag money with these people. Stripping money. The stripping men so bad, man.
Child support. Yes, I have a baby daddy. That's so ghetto and so embarrassing. Anyways.
It's my husband's funeral, which unfortunately I cannot make because obviously I am busy here in Tunisia.
Wow.
I would have loved to have gone. We were together for 17 years. Unfortunately for me, he did decide to die on the week I had planned to come on holiday, so I did make the decision not to go because, I need a holiday at the end of the day, and my holiday's way more important than sitting in a church watching people cry. I would love to give him a good send-off, so I'm going to get absolutely drunk tonight with this new guy that I met, and I'm going to raise a glass for you, Jeremy, because you were an amazing husband, very rich. I can't wait.
This is how they do it, man. They're romanticizing degenerate behavior. She's romanticizing her bad behavior of being a skunk. That's what she's doing, guys. I mean, she's being a bad human being. Showing no respect to her husband. She thinks by just being a 3 or 4 is showing respect. Remember, I think we reacted to one of the whatever podcast episode when I think an Asian American lady saying that she was doing OF because she wanted to just I would say something about her grandpa. She wanted to do it because she wanted to make sure the grandpa was proud of her. It's romanticizing their bad decisions.
To do the will reading when I'm home, I have made sure I'm going to be home in time to do the will reading because I would not miss that for the world, because obviously I am due to get a lot of money and that's a very, very important thing to me. So I hope you have a good funeral today, Jeremy. Love you. All good things have to come to an end. So I did miss my husband's funeral because I was in holiday in Tunisia. I would not have missed my holiday for the world, and I know my husband would have understood because that's just the kind.
This is how they think. Have you got your inheritance? Get Amy. Fingers crossed for you. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about.
The guy he was. But yes, I have come back from my holiday just to make sure that I got back in time for the will reading, because I am not going to miss that for the absolute world. I have been held captive in the Ukraine for at least a week now, following my holiday in Tunisia, where I did get pregnant with a very well-known married celebrity's baby. However, I am very lucky to have been released just in the nick of time for my husband's will reading, because I do deserve all of that money. I spent 17 years with this man, which is a lot longer than any of his children did. So I deserve the inheritance a lot more than his own children. So I am going to fight the will with lawyers if he has left any of his inheritance to his children.
Wow.
Because they do not deserve it, unlike me, who looked after him every single day for 17 years when they were out living their own lives. That money's mine.
So what y'all thinking about the new child support order? Ladies, do you think it's fair that you can get child support, but then you can't claim your child at the end of the year?
I spent 17 years of my life with an elderly man who smelled like cabbage, just to be told I've got nothing in the will, nothing, and he was worth £33 million. And you think this is funny? I have wasted my life with a geriatric coffin dodger for nothing. And why everyone thinks it's so funny that my husband donated all his money to a bunch of cats and dogs. Who even likes cats and dogs? I'm literally going to be homeless. Like, I've got no money. Not even my own house or my car.
Ugh.
Like, I'm literally going to be poor. I'm going to have to shop in fucking Asda, like all the other poor people. Not Asda. I've wasted my life thinking I was going to get millions by marrying that elderly coffin dodger. And he looked like a shriveled up fucking prune.
DNA test proves David is not the father.
This is...
Yo, look at the music.
Fourth time that I've recorded this.
Yeah, look at this, bro. Like, it's just the idea of romanticizing bad decisions is a very common theme that we see in a lot of these videos. I'm not crazy. DNA test proved David is not the father, and then she put this soft music. She's crying. She's trying to portray herself as a victim. Again, trying to romanticize her bad decisions.
If you don't know me already and haven't watched any of my pin videos and know my story.
What's your story?
Okay. Go back and watch those first, just to get some background knowledge. I'm sitting in my closet because if you don't know, my son and I share a bedroom, and I'm in the closet so he doesn't wake up, and that's why the lights are off in here too. I am going through a really hard time right now, and I know a lot of people are. And I am someone that has a really hard time asking.
Asking for what? Okay, what do you want?
But I am so desperate.
For what, lady?
And I need to know that I have tried.
You try what?
Everything.
Oh, everything.
And all of my resources.
Okay.
So that is why I am here.
Uh-huh.
I am part of the TikTok Shop Creator Fund. And so all I need you to do is please just watch this all the way through.
Uh-huh.
And like it and repost it and save it and do all the things. Because I literally don't know what else to do. I don't have a lot of time. I work as a teacher and I don't have a lot of time to be on TikTok Shop and to try to get things done on there to make supplemental income. And I obviously can't have another job because I'm a single mom. And so I'm reaching to you guys.
It's crazy, bro. Like this is gonna just. I'm thinking, Western. I'm talking from the position of the United States. We're gonna go very right wing. You know, in the next couple of years, and you know what's crazy? Thank God that's the case. Thank God this case. And I'm not talking about racial demographics. That can be another conversation. We're talking more about this gender dynamics. We're gonna hit our right switch. I don't think we're gonna even come back. I don't believe in that theory of bouncing. No, we're going back right wing, bro. To the point that we might see a lot of reduction in a lot of even rights, man. I'm keeping it real, man. Because this is insane. This is literally just destroying the Western world. A lot of these laws, a lot of these privileges, it's destroying the Western world. Men cannot keep just watching this. We cannot keep watching this and not do anything about it. This is insane. Let me know what you guys think, guys. And we'll see you next one. I'm out.